Welcome to this lightning pop quiz featuring 50 rapid fire questions. These trivia questions come at a rapid fire pace. Is your general knowledge good enough to beat the quiz challenge? Let's see. Good luck. Where can you find the famous Moai statues carved in stone? It's Easter Island. MiG aircraft were originally manufactured in which country? Russia. Because you're worth it is the slogan of which brand? Correct with L'Oreal. Which of these railway routes is the longest in the world? That's Trans-Siberian. What secret project developed the first nuclear weapons? The Manhattan Project. Which event is widely seen as the start of the Great Depression? The stock market crash. What is the general term used for fish eggs in cuisine? Roe. In the United States, which profession uses Esquire after names? It's lawyer. Which of these is not considered a programming language? It's answer C. Which city is commonly known by the nickname Sin City? Las Vegas. Mustangs descend from horses originally brought from which country? Spain. What animal is officially recognized as Canada's national symbol? Correct with beaver. What is another name commonly used for a melon baller? That's Parisian scoop. Which bear species is considered the largest in the world? Polar bear. Which film features a magical board game that controls events? Jumanji. Which tree is considered sacred and culturally important in India? It's banyan. Which of these options is not a recognized human blood type? That's D. Which singer born Anna Mae Bullock became Queen of Rock and Roll? Tina Turner. Which major African river flows directly through Cairo? Nile. Which of these snakes kills its prey by constriction instead of venom? Correct with anaconda. Which of these celestial objects listed is not a moon? That's Vesta. The storming of which building sparked the French Revolution? The Bastille. Which disease is also historically known as Hansen's disease? Leprosy. Which of these tree types is considered evergreen? It's spruce. In which field is Vera Wang most well known and influential? Fashion. Which animal has fingerprints that are very similar to humans? Koala. Which of these tree types is classified as evergreen? That's pine tree. What are the specialized functional parts inside a cell called? Organelles. In which German city were the World War II war crime trials held? Nuremberg. What is the defining property of a naturally occurring lodestone? It's naturally magnetic. Which character shouts "This is Sparta" in a famous 2006 film? King Leonidas. Which of these deserts is not located in the continent of Asia? It's Atacama. Which company made the first commercial microprocessor in 1971? Intel. Which of these biological molecules is classified as a carbohydrate? Correct with glucose. Which chemical element has the atomic number of 1? That's hydrogen. Which British monarch defeated the Spanish Armada in 1588? Elizabeth I. Which British king abdicated the throne in the year 1936? Edward VIII. Which of these bones is not part of the human leg? It's ulna. Which of these thinkers was not an ancient Greek philosopher? Marcus Aurelius. Which dog breed is known for having a distinct blue tongue? That's Chow Chow. Which of these is not one of the traditional 7 hills of Rome? Monte Cassino. Who was the Egyptian goddess of love, beauty, and music? Hathor. Which sea has a name meaning middle of the world? That's the Mediterranean. Which of these listed cities is not a national capital city? Sydney. In which country is the capital city Caracas located? Correct with Venezuela. Which African nation is known as the Land of 1,000 Hills? That's Rwanda. The first McDonald's restaurant opened in which US state? California. Which capital city lies along the banks of the Tiber River? Rome. Which fantasy film features the character named Atreyu? The Never-Ending Story. Which of these cities is located in Ireland? It's Cork. If you enjoyed this quiz, then please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you get notified when my newest quiz is out. Thank you for your support. Bonus question: which fantasy film stars David Bowie as the Goblin King? The answer appears in a few seconds. Don't forget to like and subscribe, it really helps the channel. And remember to drop your score in the comments. Click this quiz to keep watching.